Hello, everybody. Welcome to my channel, and thank you for joining. Now, you may wonder what happened to me. Where did he disappear? Where did he go? Just coming down. Okay, I'm back. Now, what happened to me? Okay. Now, our last video was 4 months ago. We haven't done another video since. Do you want to know why? Do you want to know why I didn't come back? It's because I said I feel just coming down. Okay, I said I feel drove me nuts. Okay, I sent to Shark Island, and I spent a dummy. I couldn't come back. Anyway, I joined him. Okay, we had a picnic together, and we were catching fish. We went fishing, had barbecues. Me and Cetaphil are good mates now. Just coming down. Anyway, well, that's not the real reason. Okay, the real reason is family comes first. Okay, and I had a few issues, I should say. They're not personal, they're not my issues, but they were issues I needed to solve and help. And when family comes first, you have to help the family. So unfortunately, I couldn't continue on my journey with my Supercoach team. Not that it was going that well anyway, it was going downhill. Okay, so I just kicked it up the backside. Okay, turned it to poo-poo, just coming down. Anyway, we're going to start BBL today, alright? And we've learned a lot from Supercoach AFL. And I'm going to go through all that with you. I have a plan for AFL Supercoach. It's meta, okay? But that's later on. That's in January. Let's talk about BBL now. Okay, now, BBL, I have no clue what I'm doing in BBL for starters, alright? But I have a plan, okay? Just coming down. Now, plans are important. Now, I'm going to have a plan. It doesn't mean that you have to follow my plan, okay? Because I don't even know if my plan's any good. Okay, we're going to find out. So, we're going to have a plan. Now, I've been playing BBL for 2 years. In a year, let me show you. Just wait there. Just coming down. Okay, let me show you something. Now, I'll go into history. Alright, now let's have a look. Which year we're going to go? We're going to go to 2020, our first year. 2022. Well, how come we got, anyway, 2021, 2022. Our first year of BBL. Where do we come? Ranked 472. Can you believe this? I don't know what I'm doing. I didn't know any players. Actually, I didn't even know who Rashid Khan was, okay? I barely knew any. I didn't know any players, all right? All I know is Viv Richards and Clive Lloyd. Just coming down. I used to follow cricket in the 80s, and I stopped following since the West Indies went bad. And I just know the Chappells, and that's all I know. But anyway, we came 472nd in our first year of playing BBL, and we had no idea what we were doing. But we had a plan. That's the main thing, okay? We have a plan. Now, what was the plan in 2020, 2021? What was the plan, you may ask, that I come 472nd with no idea what I'm doing? Okay? Now, the plan was to make cash. Okay, that's what I was thinking of, making cash. I thought, okay, if I make a lot of cash, by the time it hits around about round 9, okay, let's have a look at our cash. This is a show. We start with 2 million. I ended up with 2.6 million. So we made 600,000, which is not much. It's okay. But the plan was, once we hit about 2.5 million, we're going to go for the kill, which we did. I mean, we were ranked, where are we? We were ranked 1,700, 1,000. Then we dropped once our cash came in, and we were going okay. But it's not enough to win the bloody thing. Just coming down. So we need a plan to win, not to come in the top 500s. Okay, so the next year we made another plan, okay? Let's show you the 2023 plan. Okay, and the 2023 plan, okay, even though we started okay, it ended in disaster. Look at how much cash. We didn't make any cash. We only made 300,000. So it was really bad. So where do we end up? We ranked 6,000. It was a disaster, okay? Our best week was the first week. Mind you, picking captains is impossible. Okay, my captains were scoring 0. Okay, well, if I can show you, it doesn't show you. I must have had a lot of zeros with my captains. At least 4 weeks. My captain scored zeros. Some of them even scored minors. Just coming down. Anyway, we have a plan. We've learnt a lot. We've spoken to some legends. And we have a new plan now this year. Let's see if it works. Let's go over the plan. Now, before I start the plan, okay, we have a small announcement. We have the Scodfather group. Now, the code here is 703756, or I should say 703756. Now, how many people have joined? Well, we don't have many. Nobody wants to play Super. What's going on? Why is no one playing BBL? Let me show you something. Just come down. Now, first prize in BBL is $25,000. Okay, it only goes for 9 rounds. I don't even know if it's 9 weeks. It might be less. 25,000 for first prize, and oh, well, let's have a look. Let's see all the prizes. Okay, now you even win some KFC. Now finish 2020 on top of overall standings. You get $25,000. Runner up gets 5,000. Third place 3,000. And 1,000 for fourth to us. Same as AFL, okay, this part is, except the first prize. But in AFL, you play against 250,000 people. In BBL, you only play against about 50,000. And probably only 2,000 know what they're doing. So, it's easy money if you're good, okay? Well, we're not good, so it's not easy money for us. We're going to struggle. But for the people that are good, it's easy money. If you get a bit lucky, okay? If you get a bit of luck going your way, you got a chance. So why not? Why not go for 25k? Okay, now, what other bonuses do we get? A tracksuit? The tracksuit's the important one. Okay, is there any tracksuits? There's no tracksuits. Doesn't matter. Okay, no tracksuits. But anyway, you go for 25k with only you're only going to compete against 50,000 people. As if there's that many. There might be less. We're going to find out anyway. All right, let's continue. Yeah, there's a gentleman by the name of Andrew Langley. Okay, on Twitter. Okay, now, he won it last year, and he won it the year before, 2 years in a row. The guy's a legend, okay? How do you win Supercoach against all these odds? 2 years back-to-back, and both times he came from behind and won it. He times it perfectly. Now, Andrew he's got his own podcast. I'm not sure where it is. I can't find it. Anyway, he's a winner, all right? Now, I had a chat with Andrew, okay? I asked him for some help, okay? And he helped me. He gave me some advice. Let me share it with you. Mind you, the advice was actually available on the Herald Sun as well. He had a little column there. And you should read it if you haven't read it yet. But let me just go through it with you. Now, here is our plan, okay? We have a plan. Let's have a look at the plan now. Number one, what's make cash, okay? Now, what's going on here? Get back down there. How'd you get up there? All right. Now, make cash. That's number one. We need to make cash, all right? So we're going to have to get some rookies, all right? What's number two, okay? What are we got to do? Plan for the double rounds or the triple rounds in this week's case. So we need to plan how to spread our players evenly so that we can cater for rounds. So now I've got a plan for this as well. Now, number three, pick the right players. Get back down there, okay? Pick the right players, and that's my problem. I don't know any of the players, okay? I have a better understanding now of the players because I've been watching it for 2 years. But when they got overseas players come in, I've got no idea who they are, okay? So I just pick them randomly. I mean, if they picked them to come from overseas, they must be good, right? So I just pick them, just cover them, okay? That's my logic. Okay, now, number four, don't be afraid to take risks. So we're going to take some risks because we've got nothing to lose. Okay, I've already told you I'm bad at this, so I've got nothing to lose. Okay, I'm going to try to become good. Now, what's number five? What's the next plan? The next plan is to win the bloody thing. Okay, we're going to try to win it. Now, the odds of us winning it, all right? If you got 50,000 people, right? 50,000 people, all right? We're going to try to narrow this down to 2,000 to 1 by having a good plan, okay? We need a good plan. Anyway, I can't type. I can't see my keyboard. Anyway, we've got 2,000 to 1. We're going to try and narrow the odds from 50,000 to 1 to 2,000 to 1, okay? Now, the top 100 players are going to be hard to beat, all right? Because they know what they're doing, all right? So we're in the top 1,900 trying to crack into the top 100, all right? So that's what our goal is. Now, what is the plan, you may ask? I mean, you can say you can make cash, but talk is cheap, right? So how do we do this plan? Okay, let me show you. Now, before I start showing you my plan, there's a gentleman on Twitter as well by the name of Damien Ma. Okay, now, have a look at this. BBL Fantasy Player second in BBL 3, third in BBL 5, third in BBL 7, eighth in BBL 9. the guy's a legend. Okay, he's a computer. He's a walking computer. Now I've added him into my. I've been messaging him. Okay, I've chat. Mind you, I've loved this bloke anyway. I've always liked this man. Now I like him more. Now I've added him into. We're gonna have a captain's corner. Now Andrew and Damien are both gonna give me some tips for captain's corner. I've got a few other legends in there as well. I'll go for them with you. I'll probably bring out the video tomorrow. Now Damien put up a little tweet. Let me show you. Now he put up a little tweet of. I'll just go and make this bigger. All right, make it a little bit bigger because I'm a bit actually have to make it. No, it's okay. He put up a tweet of possible players that will or will not play. All right, and obviously nothing is guaranteed. Nothing is guaranteed, but these are the players most possibly that could play. Okay, and are available. So I've got them here for you, so you can go through if you want to. I've just saved it. Actually, let me just go down in case you need to enlarge or whatever. But you can copy, you can pause it, you can go through it. But that he had a little tweet, and I sort of copied it. Okay. And I'm sharing it everywhere. Hopefully he doesn't mind. But you should follow Damien on Twitter. Now, that's his tweet. So, going with these players that he's picked is the players that I'm picking. Okay, now, the important thing for me is with the batsmen, I want to pick players that open up the innings or play early on. Okay, so I want to go for the Shorts and the Lins and the Kawaj. I mean, players that bat early. Top 3 or top 4 batsmen is all I'm after. I don't want anyone batting at number 6 or 7. Okay, because the chances are they've only got maybe 20 or 30 runs to make. Okay, whereas a batsman who can open can score a 50. Okay, and you get good points, especially if it does it fast. So with the batsmen, we want them opening. All right, and with the bowlers, all right, we want them to bowl 4 overs. All right, so we want the gun bowlers, and usually the bowlers that are coming in last, all right. Usually just bowlers, all right, like the Ralphs and the Barinhorsts and the Birds and the Khans, okay, they're all coming, they're going to bowl 4 overs, all right, and the Sandhus, all right, so I'm just assuming, right, so, where'd that come from? Anyway, so our plan for starters is when we pick our team to pick players that are going to have a good run in the bat, they're going to face a few overs, at least open the bat or top 4, all right, and bowling, we want to bowl 4 overs. And preferably, if they can bat early and also bowl, it's a massive bonus. Okay, we're going to try to find the all-rounders. All right, let's continue. Now, thanks to Honeyball, all right, he's given us a fixture of all the fixtures. Now, take note, all right, there's only 9 rounds. Whereas last year and the year before, there was like 13 rounds. So, making cash is important, but at the same time, you want to bank the points, all right? So banking points actually is more important than making cash this year. So making cash, we're going to go for it, but we're not going to pick any rookies in our team, right? For the benches, what we're going to do is we're going to pick players that are going to actually play, guaranteed to play, all right? And we want players that are going to play. We want them to play double games, all right, coming up. For example, all right, we got strikers in round 2. They got double games. They got a double game. So we want to make sure that we pick strikers and put them on the bench, all right. We also want to put on the bench a few renegades, a few stars, all right. Or not necessarily, we can't even have them on field because we're going to play a double this week. So we want to pick a few renegade players, a few star players, and we've got Heat playing 3 games. So we want to make sure we've got Heat players in there. We don't want to go crazy on 6s, all right? Because 6s have a double this week, then they all got single. We're not going to go crazy on any 6s players, all right? Now, with Thunder, if we're going to have a Thunder player, we're going to put him on the bench, all right? And we're going to make sure he's a cash maker so that by the time it gets to round 4, the player that we have on the bench might be worth an extra 50k, all right? It's not much, but 50k is 50k, just come a deal. Okay, so that's the plan. So we're going to start with no Thunder players, maybe have one on the bench for round 4, all right? And so we're planning ahead. We can't plan for round 5 yet. It's too far, okay? But we don't, well, actually we can. We just got Stars players. Stars are playing, actually, after round 5, we're going to have no more Stars players. That's it. Finish for Stars, okay? Might just keep Maxwell. But that's the plan, all right? Now, with the Hurricanes, it's all single games, and then you got a double. All right. Now I know Hurricanes have a few good players that are cheap, but I might pass on the Hurricane players. I'm not interested. Okay, because I want Heat players on the bench. Well, sorry, I want strikers on the bench, and I want Heat players on the field. And yeah, all right. Let's go for the team now. Let's pick our team. This is the hard part. Now let's go for a percentage owned. Makes it a bit. Now Felipe is my number one choice. Okay, I had him 2 years ago. I was so happy with him. I actually sold him at his high price and bought him at his cheap price. It was incredible. Maybe he should repeat itself. So Felipe is at number one. Now on the bench, I want someone that's going to play double game next week. And who's that going to be? Well, it's going to be Nielsen. All right. So on the bench, we've got Nielsen, so that he can play his double next week. Now batsman, who are we going for? Well, Maxwell is number one. All right, going to pick him. Next in line, who else are we going to pick? Let's keep going down. All right, I want Billings because he got triple game. All right, always last year he killed me. I want Hardy. Okay, Hardy, gun all rounder. To be honest, I don't even know who Hardy is. Like I just coming down, but I actually watched him for the first time. Australia versus India, and I saw him. I go, wow, he can hit a ball. So I picked Hardy only for that reason. Munro, we want Munro in there, triple game. Now, who else do we want in here? Is there anyone else that we need? Let's have a look. Let's keep going down. I did look at this previously, but I forgot who I picked. Okay, Joe Clark. I love Joe Clark, okay? And also another one of my champion players that's never let me down. Now, on the bench, what do I need? I need a player that's going to play next week, okay? And absolute bargain, Darcy Short. Now, McDermott is a bargain, all right? But I showed you the graph, okay? I don't want a Hobart player. He's got no doubles coming up. I could never use him. I'm not going to use him to make cash, all right? And I can make cash other ways, all right? Who else can I get to make cash? Who else is there? Well, Fraser McGurk, okay? He's got a... Well, he's got a double. I'm not gonna put him on the field. I'm gonna have him on the bench. But then again, he's got another double coming up in 2 weeks' time, or in round 3. That's when I'll use him, and hopefully he'll be worth a little bit more. So we'll have McGurk on the bench. Make him some cash, hopefully. Now, who are we gonna put in here now? Now we're gonna start with Nessa. Apparently he may play. All right. The rumor going around from what I've seen, okay, on Twitter, is that he's pulled out of the Australian 11, okay, the President's 11, and because he has to bowl 30 overs. However, to bowl 4 overs, it should be okay for him. So he should play. Okay. Now I've got Nessa in there. Now who else do we have? We're gonna have Zampa in there. All right. We need a spin bowler. All right. So we've got Zampa. Now who else? We're gonna have Curran. All right. Sixes. I don't know. We're gonna minimize these. Like Curran, I'm going to trade next week, all right? Curran's going to become short next week. So Curran's out next week. But for now, we need him this week, all right? So Curran's going to play. Now, who else? Let's keep going down. Now, Abbott's not going to play, apparently, all right? But in case he does play, all right, I'm going to stick him in there. But if he doesn't play, I'm going to get someone else, all right? And next spot, who else can we get? I'm running out of options. Maybe we should go back to this top again. Get back to the top. No, actually, I know who I want. I want a Brisbane player. All right. I want KB. KB's cousin. Or where is he? Brisbane. Where's KB's cousin? Bartlett. Okay. Xavier Bartlett comes in. Okay. And now I may change these two, Zampa and Abbott. I'm pretty much set on my in the batsman, or let's call it midfield if it's AFL, but I'm set on the batsman, I'm set on my keepers, I'm happy with all that, alright, I'm just not sure on Zampa and Abbott, because I might have extra cash to splash around. Now, on the bench, who are we going to have? Well, we need to make cash. Now, Schwepson is okay for the bench, but I want someone that's going to play next week. Who's going to play next week? Well, in round 4, it's going to be Sangha. All right, so we need a Brisbane. Sorry, where did Brisbane come from? All right, we want a Sydney player in round 4 who's got a double. Now, I also need... Who else? What do we need? We need a Brisbane double. Who has got a doubles? Melbourne. All right, and these are Adelaide. These are all doubles for round... not Brisbane. Sydney. Okay, these are all our doubles coming up, and players I can afford. Is there anyone that's going to make cash? I don't know any of these players. Who this one? Okay, forget about it. All right, change my mind. All right, don't worry about them. All right, we've got a problem here. Players I can. All right, let's put Connolly there. All right, he's got an all-rounder. So we're going to miss out on one. All right, and we've got 4,000 left. All right, let's save this team. So this is our team for now, and we may change it. But actually, let me know what you think. Is it okay? Can it win Supercoach? Is this a 25k team? Let me know what you think. Now, if Abbott's not playing, let's put Nessa captain, okay? Because we need a triple. Now, with the captain, even though Nessa's playing the first game, I'm going to straight up captain. Right? I'm not bothered with vice captain, and I'm not going to have a loop. All right, the loops I'll have next week. I've got plenty of them, and next week I'll have who's the loop? Maxwell's the loop. I only got one. Maybe I should have another. Actually, why haven't I got another Melbourne Stars player? Maybe I should get another Melbourne Stars player. Anyway, I'll think about it tonight. Alright, that's it for today. And we have Captain's Corner coming. I've got 6 legends, so probably 7. 7 legends. Going to give me their picks, their wisdom. Okay, they're going to share with us. And my own wisdom, which I've got no clue what I'm doing, is Nessa as a captain. Straight up. No vice captain. That's how we're going to go. That's all for today. Thank you for joining. And remember one thing. It's nice to be important, but it's important to be nice. Ciao for now.
That's all, folks.